what it is. YOLO. Doesn't pay lock myself into Stomping Tantrum when I got a free Terra normal boost that I can still use. I might as well use it. We'll see if the Kleavor even outspeeds Reshiram, because I don't even know if it even outspeeds. See if he's running any speed investment, because I don't have Tailwind up. He might just outspeed me. He misses! Yeah, I'm sorry, you deserve to fucking die. You are a sorry excuse of a Pokemon. Come on now. I give you the biggest opportunity in the world to get a kill on a fucking Reshiram, and you missed the move. What is it? We're already back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation H VGC. Kleavor is a mon that actually had some niche in the doubles space for a little while. It hasn't been that common. It was more common in like your early regulations when it was first put into the game with the I think it was the Kitakami prologue or I think it was either that or the Indigo Disc. I forgot which one they actually brought it back with. I think it was the Indigo Disc. It was used a little bit because of Stone Edge and a few other things. I think it's a way better mon in singles, but actually a really cool team around Sheer Force, Kleavor, and a bunch of other really cool stuff. Specs, Typhlosion, Banded, Dragonite, and a few other things. So I kind of want to use this team. I haven't seen Kleavor really being used at all. I think it actually has a pretty good, solid, like, offensive typing in this regulation. Rock's actually really good offensively. There really ain't many that really, like, super good rock types apart from, like, Tyranitar. And I guess maybe if you want to run rock type stuff on like Excadrill or like Lycanroc midday, maybe in like sand. But apart from that, like there really isn't too many crazy good rock types. I guess maybe Glamora is also like the other like special rock type you'll maybe be seeing once in a while, but even then it's not really incredibly common. So, and then Bug right now ain't bad either with so much psychic type mons being used with like side spam and that type of stuff, and like a lot of your grass types. Rillaboom and a few other things being played currently. And a lot of stuff that actually Terra's currently is also going into Terra Grass. So you can kind of take advantage of that sometimes. So, a team from Evan. We featured a bunch of their teams on the channel in the past. Always just puts out a bunch of really fun, cool teams every once in a while. So, if you guys want to use this team, rent on the corner. I should have a pace for this team down below. If you guys want to use it, I'm going to run through this team. We're going to hop some games and see how it does. We got the star of this team, which is the Life Orb Sheer Force Kleavor. With Rock Slide, it actually does more damage, but you lose the flinch chance. And then you actually have Lunge, which actually just removes, I think, the attack drop. And then you just have Close Combat there for coverage. So you're going to be mainly just trying to spam Rock Slide under Tailwind and trying to just get a shit ton of damage. It's kind of what it really wants to do, while you also have the Life Orb. So kind of more of a straightforward mon if you have like a Grass type or something that gets super effective hit by a Lunge. You can also probably just go for that. So we're going to see how it actually does. Kind of a really cool mon. I just don't really see it that much. So kind of want to feature for you guys. We have the Eviolite Murkrow with the Terra Ghost. Just mainly there for the haze stuff for Dondozo and like your own stat drops alongside Golden Go and like Typhlosion and a few other things on this team. And then you just have the Sunny Day and Tailwind. And that's what it's really there for. The only reason I think I've actually seen Murkrow even being played is for this type of stuff. I haven't really even seen it used with a lot of your other teams. Either you're always setting up Sun, or it's using Haze and Tailwind in some type of way to benefit your team, and versus some other stuff being played currently. Apart from that, I actually think Murkrow really isn't that good currently, but apart from those two things, that's all it really does. You have the Specs Typhlosion in the Sun and under Tailwind. This thing's going to destroy, plus you have Haze there to actually nullify your stat drops from Overheat, so that's kind of cool. And you also have Frisk there to see items, see how that actually does. Kind of a force to be reckoned with, kind of underrated sleeper pick in the format. At least on my way to up to like Ultra Ball tier, at least I'm recording this where I am right now, like grinding my way through Great Ball tier with like one of my own teams. Like I've been going against a lot of Typhlosion stuff, so in your lower tiers of ranks, it actually is like more of a pub stomper type thing alongside Murkrow or Whimsicott, so we're gonna see what it actually does. Got the Golden Go with Metal Coat, it's overall really standard set. Got the AV Rillaboom, all reliable, nothing really to talk about there, and then you have the Banded Terra Normal Dragonite, kind of more of a standard set, so let's hop in some games and see how this team does. Alright, we're here in the match. My opponent's running the Mousehold, Annihilate, Sinistcha, Arclodon, Pelipper, Incineroar. I'm falling asleep over here looking at this copy-paste rental team. Snooze fest. I don't know how many times I've ran into this exact same team, whether it's on Showdown or in-game already. Maybe the sets and the EVs are different, but everything else is pretty much the same. Funny enough, if he actually has Wide Guard on Pelipper here, that actually could be a huge problem. But I think what I really want to do is just bring Murkrow Typhlosion. Murkrow Typhlosion looks really good here. It forces a Terra Fire out of the Annihilate if that's what he really has. He can't fake out the Typhlosion here. He has to fake out Murkrow if that's what he wants to go for. He's forced to bring Pelipper if that's the case. What else do I want to bring here? I think Golden going bad here either, but if he has Wide Guard, it kind of just shuts everything down. That's the main issue. I think I'm going to bring the Dragonite in the back. What else do I want to bring? Okay, I think Golden Go looks really good though. I'm going to try to bring the Kleavor. I'm going to try to bring it. It's kind of risky to bring the Rain, even with like him having an Annihilate, but I'm going to try to bring it. If he's Terra Fire Annihilate, which I think he probably might be, it's the most common one currently, I can also take advantage of that with like Rock Slide or even like Close Combat for damage. So just Mouse Hold Annihilate. Okay, that's perfect. Perfect. Worst case scenario right here is he just goes for like, I guess he could go for Population Bomb, but that doesn't affect the Typhlosion. It's like I can just get my Sun up for free here. I think what he does, he either just protects the Annihilate, or he goes Terra Fire, or he goes right into Pelipper here. I'm just gonna go Terra. I'm gonna go Terra Fire right away. I'm just gonna go Eruption here. I don't know if Mouse Hold gets knockoff. I don't think it does. I think Mouse Hold only gets like Thief and beat up. Is that Terra Fire? If he's Terra Fire Annihilate, he's gonna live. But like he just makes himself weak to Kleavor on the way in. He's actually Terra Water. That's unique. I haven't seen Terra Water Annihilate. That's a new one. Protects. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm about to get one-shotted by a Rage Fist. See how much this actually does. This is Choice Specs Terra Fire in the Sun. Let's see how much this does to the Annihilate. Being resisted. Does over half. That's crazy. Do I even live this though? I actually live. I'm living. So now I get my own Tailwind up, so I can actually outspeed Mouse Hold. So that's really nice. I don't know. If he has Protect on Annihilate here, he goes for Protect. Or if he has Pelipper in the back, he switches out here and he goes right into Pelipper. I think that's what he maybe does here. I could maybe predict Pelipper coming in and just go for like a double Sunny Day here, which wouldn't really be too bad either. Which I think I'm maybe going to do. I'm going to do that predicting Pelipper to come in. I'm going to go for the double Sunny Day and I'm just going to go for Eruption again. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. Okay, well beat up doesn't matter, I'll speed you. He's bringing himself a lot lower too, so like that, it's in more of a range where now I can actually get a KO with Eruption. So I appreciate that extra chip damage you put onto your own Annihilate, bro. Never mind. Never mind, it doesn't do anything. I don't know why it did so little damage. Oh, because my HP was, I forgot my HP was reduced. I forgot I wasn't at max health anymore, I'm dumb. I'm fucking stupid. I should have switched. I could have went right out into the Dragonite and I could have... Oh my gosh, I fucked up big time. I mean, I have Kleavor here though. Kleavor ain't too bad in this. Like, Rock Slide looks really nice here. I gotta land a double Rock Slide though, I cannot miss. If I miss Rock Slide here, I'm gonna be really pissed. I'm gonna go for the Tailwind, and then I'm just gonna go for the Rock Slide here. Protects, okay. He must not have Pelipper, because either that or he's saving it for something, I don't know. He's just gonna double protect to try to stall my Sun. I don't know why that really matters. I could foul play here too. I'm gonna foul play the Annihilate, but somehow lives. And I was gonna Rock Slide again. Draw. What's coming in now? Incineroar? Sinistcha. Or Sinistcha. So he gets his health back. Does he even get a KO on him? And misses out on the KO, and I don't have a chance to flinch. But I outspeed him and I kill him with the foul play. That's huge. I'm glad I went for foul play, because if I didn't go for foul play there and I would have went for like Haze or some other stupid shit or switched out, I would have got fucking one-shot and I think I would have maybe just lost on the spot. He does have... If you have Pelipper, why didn't you go out into it earlier? You could have got rid of my son. Wow. I don't know how... I mean, I can just put out my almost Sunny Day again, though. Like, I just put it right back up. Does he have Wide Guard, too? Like, does he actually have Wide Guard here? I'm just gonna go for Rock Slide again. If he has Wide Guard, that's fine, but... Oh, he actually does. So that sucks. But I can actually get rid of the rain, so, like, if he goes for Weather Ball, now it's gonna be Fire Boost, and it won't do as much. I think I kind of have to lock myself into Lunge going forward, I think. He has Trick Room too, uh-oh. I don't know how much that really matters though, like, under Trick Room, like, what do you do? Like, you have a Mouse Hold in the back, but like, it's half dead. I just foul play here. I'm gonna foul play. I could just Protect here too. I think he actually just switches though. He might actually just switch out just to get his rain back up. I'm gonna double into Sinistcha here. Like, if he lands a Hurricane in the Sun, which also has reduced accuracy, why does that do so much? So he got a fucking crit. That crit for sure mattered. He gets the burn on the Murkrow. Double crit. And I think what this match is going to come down to, it's going to come down to the Dragonite. And if I get burned, I think that's what it's going to come down to here. He has Rocky Helmet too. I actually think I have to lock myself into Aerial Ace, funny enough. Which kind of sucks. If he burns the Dragonite though, he can actually still win the game. Just because of that crit, because I think if he never got a crit on Machagacha, I would have lived Weather Ball there. And I would have got some more damage off. So what I'm going to do here, I could maybe set my Tailwind again, doesn't really matter though, I don't think. Foul play Pelipper here. Nothing. That legit does nothing. This is the problem with Murkrow now. Like, it just doesn't do anything. It just sits on the field and legit does nothing now. That doesn't even KO the Sinistcha at all. Oh my gosh. Dragonite, you're weak. So now the problem is it's going to come down to, like, me versus his entire team. And especially if he burns me. Like, there's no way I win now. I mean, I'm going to Aerial Ace here. I don't know how I win this now. It's a problem with Murkrow, like, once it throws up Sunny Day and Tailwind, like, it just doesn't do anything. Here comes the, Mouse Hold's gonna come in. Go for Population Bombers, go for Follow Me so he can try to fish for a burn. I think what he wants here is we switched out just mainly because he wants the the 100% accurate Hurricane here. That's what he really wants. I'm going to go for Aerial Ace on Pelipper, but I think he just spams Follow Me here and he 2-hit KOs me with Hurricane. It's really unfortunate that it comes down to this because he fucking crits me. I think if I would have got that extra damage on the Sinus Shot and I would have died on the following turn, he would have been low enough to where an Aerial Ace would have just one-shotted him. So the Sinus Shot wouldn't have been around as nearly as long. And I would have had way more health on the Murkrow for it to at least do something. He actually even just outspeeds me, so like there's no way I win now. Oh, actually, Under Trick Room he outspeeds me. Here's the moment of truth, y'all. Do I hit myself in confusion and can the Dragonite from this range one-shot the Pelipper? Am I strong enough? We're gonna find out right now. You are weak. You are really weak. Your trainer should release you. You're garbage. Awful Dragonite. If I was your trainer, I would have released you after this match. You're weak. You need a new trainer. I'm wasting my time. Or whoever's, I guess, the creator of the rental code, the creator of the team's wasting their time training you. I don't even want to be your trainer. I mean, granted there, though, like, that's not really the reason why I lost. Like I said, it's the reason why I lost is because I got critted 2 times in a row there, so... That really 100% sealed the game for me, I think. And if he had Pelipper in the back, too, I don't know why he spent so long, like, not going into Pelipper there. He really wanted to, like, dedicate the match to Annihilate and make that his win con, but I think if he would have went into Pelipper way earlier on, he would have been able to shut me down way earlier, so... I don't know. I mean, at the same time, did it really matter, though, because he still won the match, so in the end, it didn't really matter for him. Mainly because he got crits. I think that's the only reason he won, though. I'll see you guys in another match. We're in another match. My opponent's running an entire team of starters. So, like, almost a mono grass team, but then he has a Charizard on his team for whatever reason. Decidueye, Charizard, Rillaboom, Meowscarada, Superior, and Chestnut. So, part of me wants to think there's actually, like, some type of, pledge team, too, with, like, grass and fire pledge, but... He only has 1 fire type though, so I don't know if that's the case. So I don't think grass pledge actually combines with each other. I think you have to use like a fire or a water pledge to make it do stuff. So I don't know if it actually works. I don't know. This is a really good match for Kleavor. Look at the match for Kleavor here. Holy shit, this is a silver platter for Kleavor. If this was not a match for Kleavor, I don't know what is. Holy shit. Everything on his team gets hit by rock type moves or like a bug type move. Good shit. That's what we're gonna go. We're gonna leave Kleavor at Murkrow. Just go for Tailwind and start clicking buttons. Typhlosion looks really good here. So I'm gonna bring the Typhlosion in the back. Really, really good here. And then Dragonite also looks really good here. Imagine if I would have led with, like, Typhlosion here. It wouldn't have been too bad either. Go for, like, Fire, turn 1 out, and great. I'm just going to protect here. I'm going to predict a Fake Out here, and I'm just going to protect, and I'm going to get my Tailwind up here. I'm just curious, if this Meowscarada is Sash, that could be a bit of an issue. He's Protein. He wants the Kleavor gone. He knows how much of a threat this thing is. I think I just go for Rock Slide here, though. Just for see how much damage it does. I think he's actually Sash Meowscarada. Part of me wants to set up the Sun too, because I think he's going to double into the Kleavor here, so I'm going to set up Sun on this turn. That way the Typhlosion can come in on this next turn to start clicking buttons. I have a feeling the Kleavor is going to drop. He's not Sash though, I get the crit. I don't know if crit mattered. Meowscarada is really frail, I don't know if that really mattered. Goes for knockoff, gets rid of my life orb, so I'm doing a lot less damage now though. I mean, Lunge is still gonna hurt, like even without no life orb though. Worst case is he has Charizard in the back, but like I have Rock Slide for it, so it's Chestnut, that's fine. Worst, he might have Wide Guard, because Chestnut does get Wide Guard here, but I'm just gonna Lunge, so that's fine. I don't really care. And then I'm actually gonna switch Murkrow out here into the Typhlosion, predicting a Fighting type move or a Grass type move. Terrain Extender and a Miracle Sea. I've never seen Terrain Extender Rillaboom. That's a new one. Brand new meta, Terrain Extender Rillaboom. Terra Steel, okay. If you don't have Wide Guard though, you just get one tapped on this next turn, you're dead. Here's what it actually goes for here. Belly Drum. So if he's a Belly Drum set, I don't think he has Wide Guard. Usually they don't carry Wide Guard if they're running Belly Drum. It comes down if he has Wide Guard. If he doesn't have Wide Guard, the game just ends on this next turn. So I outspeed him and I just one-shot both of his Mons, unless his Superior happens to be like Focus Sash. But otherwise, I think the game's done. If he has Wide Guard though, there's still a chance he can maybe win. My point in the game though, it's going to come down to like the Chestnut versus Dragonite, like I think. Spiky Shield, that's fine. You're just prolonging the inevitable, bud. Unless you're Sash Superior here. No, you're not. What you call roasted snake on the Bobby. Fucking toasted and roasted. I think he just surrenders. I think he just surrenders on this turn. I'm going to close combat. He doesn't know I have close combat, but I'm going to now. I'm just going to Eruption again. I think he surrenders here. There's no way he wins. He's going to stay, though. He's going to take the L like a man. Really good showcase for the Kleavor and the Typhlosion in this game. But like he has an entire team of grass types, pretty much, so I don't know how it could not be a good showcase for both of those when I have a great type matchup into like his entire team, no matter what he brought, apart from Charizard. Even then I hit it with a rock move. Not bad. I give him credit for running something unique. Like I haven't really ran into like an entire team of starters, let alone like grass and fire type starters, so that's cool. Cool team, I just don't think it works at all. So you got a lot of work to do there if you want to really try to make that viable. You're really going like uphill on that because like there's just so much other shit you can be running. I'll see you guys in one more match. Alright, we're here with one final match. We're going out with a bang. The matchmaker was like, yeah, this is your last game. I'm going to pair this little 5-year-old legend using noob on the enemy team and I'm going to put him against you. And we'll see how you do now. So that's exactly what it wants us to do. We're going against this. My opponent's run the entire Gen 5 squad. He's a throwback to Gen 5. Really cool. All the Gen 5 legendaries. Zekrom, Reshiram, Cobalion, Virizion, Terrakion, and then the the dragon from Gen 5 of Hydreigon, so. Cool team, but he's just really weak to... I don't know, what is he really weak to here? He's really weak to Steel. I don't know, what do I want to really bring here, though? Typhlosion ain't too bad. I think I bring Typhlosion here. Typhlosion, Murkrow ain't too bad here. Dragonite in the back. I mean, he doesn't have too bad of a matchup. It just depends what he really brings. That's kind of what it really comes down to here. I don't know if I want to bring Kleavor here. It just doesn't really do much. I'm going to try to bring it, though. I'm going to try to bring it. It's the last game. I'm going to try to bring it one more time. We're going to see how much it does. If I was smart, I'd probably bring Golden Go, because I think Golden Go versus an entire team of fighting types actually makes sense. But I want to try to use the Kleavor. Well, this is probably the worst lead ever. I can't do anything versus this. Choice Banded and Choice Specs. Oh, what this shit is, this is going to be Fusion Bolt and Fusion Flare combined. So it gets to like the 200 base power if it's used on the same turn. That's what this shit is. That's really scary though. I kind of want to just Heat Wave. I don't know if I want to go Terra Fire though. I mainly just need damage on Zekrom. That's kind of the main thing. Like, Kleavor can come in and deal with both of these, I guess. It's gonna be a really tough game. I kind of need this thing. If he has Cobalion in the back and, like, Virizion in the back, I really need this thing. So I don't really want to get rid of Typhlosion and just let it go down on this turn, but I have no switch in at all. I don't want the Dragonite getting one-shotted on the way in. So I think I just go for, like, Heat Wave plus Sunny Day here. So much for actually getting my Tailwind up. I missed it on the Reshiram too. I don't know if it would have did much damage because it's 4 times resisted, but I missed out on some chip damage that would have been really nice to have. I got no Tailwind here either, which really sucks. So I think what I'm actually going to be forced to do is just lock myself into E-Speed. I really don't want to lock myself into E-Speed though, I really don't. I don't know if the Kleavor is really strong enough here though, like, I can go Terra Water, but that doesn't really do much for me in this match. Like, I'm gonna go Rock Slide here. I don't know if we'll see if it actually one-shots Reshiram. I don't think it does. Even with the Life Orb Sheer Force boost, I really don't think it does. I think my best bet to actually lock myself into a move here is actually Stomping Tantrum. Because, like, looking at his team, if he brings the Cobalion forms, like Terrakion and Combalion, I can at least hit those for decent damage. And I can hit the... I mean, if he brings Hydreigon or Virizion, it's a 50-50. Being banded sucks this match because it's a fucking 50-50 here of what he actually brings. YOLO, I'm just gonna go Terra Normal E-Speed. Hopefully he just brings Virizion and Hydreigon in the back, and hopefully that's what it is. YOLO. Doesn't pay lock myself into Stomping Tantrum when I got a free Terra Normal boost that I can still use. I might as well use it. We'll see if the Kleavor even outspeeds Reshiram, because I don't even know if it even outspeeds. See if he's running a speed investment, because I don't have Tailwind up. He might just outspeed me. He misses! Yeah, I'm sorry. You deserve to fucking die. You are a sorry excuse of a Pokemon. Come on now. I give you the biggest opportunity in the world to get a kill on a fucking Reshiram, and you miss the move. Well, there goes that win. There's no way I win now. See what his last mon is. So he has Cobalion, so it doesn't matter anyways. I mean, I'll stay. I'm going to try to stay and just go for E-Speed, but I think I just get hit in the face with the close combat here. I want to see how much E-Speed does to Reshiram. There's no way I win now. Maybe if I would have had the Kleavor still, it would have been a 1v2, or a 2v2 at least. And depending on his last mon, I still would have had maybe some type of chance to win. If he had the Virizion or the Hydreigon. He's going to withdraw. What, Terrakion? Is that your other mon? Alright, Hydreigon. So this thing's probably just one-tapped. Oh, it actually lives. Body press. So there's no way I win anyways. I guess with Lunge, like Lunge probably would have been a 2-hit KO, so I could have maybe doubled into the Cobalion. I don't know. It would have been still a really tough game. It would have to depend what he really sends out, like if he would have stayed in there. If I would have had the Kleavor still, like, I guess it would have been a 2v2 because the Rock Slide, it depended if the Rock Slide actually got the KO there or not on the Reshiram from, like, Fool. I don't think it would have. I don't think Kleavor's that strong to 1-hit KO a Reshiram. Somebody would have to run that calc. If anybody does, let me know in the comments. That's really unfortunate. I lost to the 5-year-old Gen 5 legend using noob. That's really fucking pathetic. I'm going to put that one on the Kleavor, missing the Rock Slide there, because otherwise we maybe would have had a chance to win. Depending on whatever his last mon was, and we knew his entire team, so there was a chance I could have won there. And being that the Hydreigon's also weak to Rock, so like I would have been able to land another Rock Slide. It would have been... What it would have come down to, it would have been the Cobalion versus like the Dragonite by itself, or like the combo of the Dragonite and the Kleavor there late game, I think. It would have depended if I would have won a hit KO the Reshiram there, though. If they wouldn't have won a KO the Reshiram, then I'm not sure what would have happened. So, comes down to that. If I would have, though, that's maybe what would have happened there. So I think Rock Slide probably just 1-hit KOs the Hydreigon for sure. Depends on his build, though. It's real sad. Let's talk a little bit more about this team. Alright, as for this team, is Kleavor actually viable? Is there a reason to use this thing? Unfortunately, I just don't think there really is much of a reason to really use Kleavor, especially when in the same format you have a bunch of other, at least somewhat solid rock types. I think the main problem with Kleavor is it's just too frail. You throw a piece of paper at this thing and it just falls over and dies. That is the main problem I had with the Kleavor on this team. Even like the majority of your neutral attacks, it just falls over and gets one-shotted by so many simple things. And like that's the main issue with it. If you don't one-shot what's on the enemy team, or whatever is trying to target you, and they just are able to attack you on the same turn or afterwards, you probably just go down. You probably just die in return. So that's just the main issue I face with the Kleavor. And even then, like most of the time, like it's just not strong enough, even with like the Life Orb and the sheer force boost, to pick up a lot of consistent KOs. If you have a really good matchup into like the opponent's team, maybe you're hitting like Rock Slides for super effective damage and like really beefy lunges onto like grass types or some other stuff. Apart from that, like just a lot of your neutral moves, it just doesn't do enough damage to where it's really worth running, in my honest opinion. So, if you guys want a really cool Kleavor team, though, I think it's a pretty solid team around it. You also have a bunch of other really good stuff on this team. I think the main thing actually on this team that is another problem is the Murkrow. Every single match I ended up losing with this team, I had the Murkrow on my team, and I lost every single match pretty much the entire same way, apart from like I think the last one or two that you guys seen, but like some of my testing matches I'm talking about. Every single match, I had the Murkrow. The main issue with the Murkrow is it just doesn't do anything after it sets up Tailwind and like Sunny Day. If you have Haze there, if you're not using it to like actively haze the Golden Go or like the Typhlosion or that type of thing, it just literally does nothing. And the main thing that caused me to lose a lot of my matches with the Murkrow on my team is my opponents would just double into whatever else I had alongside it, and they would make the match like a 2v1 or a 3v1 with the Murkrow versus like their entire team left. That's what they would like to do, and the Murkrow just doesn't do anything offensively. Once you set up a Sunny Day or like a Tailwind, it legit just sits on the field and literally does nothing. That's the main issue with the Murkrow, and that's why I don't think Murkrow's really that good. I think if you want to run like something similar, like I would even just throw Whimsicott onto this team. I understand why Murkrow's on here, so you don't double up on typing, and it gives this team a dark type for like size spam and everything. There's a few reasons why it's on here, and Haze is the main thing for it, for Dondozo and a few other things. But like if I'm being real with you guys, I would rather, like the majority of the games I would rather have a Whimsicott over the Murkrow. At least the Whimsicott has some offensive pressure with like Moonblast and like Encore and some other stuff you can maybe have on it. The Murkrow just lost me so many games because it literally does not do anything after it throws up like a Sunny Day or like a Tailwind. So, I don't know. And like a lot of your opponents just take advantage of that and they just kill the rest of your team and then make it like a 1v1 versus Murkrow, which they're guaranteed to win most of the time, or like a 2v1 or a 3v1 in some cases. And then you're just left with Murkrow versus like their entire team and you just lose instantly. So that's just my only other major problem, like, right with this team. Apart from that, everything else put in work. I like everything else about this team, but those are like the two main issues with the team. If I were to choose a rock type, I think the two rock types that you're going to be looking at right now in Regulation H over Kleavor are Tyranitar, and I think Lycanroc Dusk is also another really good sleeper pick, especially with priority as Cellar Rock. I think is really good in the format currently, with stuff like Gyarados, Dragonite, Hydreigon, Talonflame being really, really good. It's also another thing that can actually do priority damage to Talonflame, and it can't touch you at all back, apart from Will-O-Wisp. I think that's another mon that's kind of really underrated. There's a few other like specific rock types too, like Lamora and one or two other ones you can maybe argue can maybe have some type of use, but Garganical is another one too, but I don't know, there's not really much reason to use a lot of them over Tyranitar with how good Tyranitar is if you want a rock type currently, and Kleavor's not really much of an exception with how frail it really is. And like the main unique thing that Kleavor has is Stone Axe, setting up the Stealth Rocks, and like if you're not really using that, I mean, for the extra damage boost is nice, but it's not really justifiable enough in my honest opinion. But whatever, hopefully you guys use the team and you guys do better than I did. And I think it was kind of more of an average team for me. I think it went like, I at least lost like 4. I think I lost like 3 testing games and like probably like, I think like 1 or 2 games you guys will probably see. So, and I went like 5 and 4 or something, kind of like more of an average differential win-loss record for like your typical team kind of. So, I don't know, maybe you guys will do better. I maybe just had some bad matchups. I don't know. Apart from that, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Peace out, everybody. I'll see you guys in a future video. Thanks for watching.